Hey everyone! First of all, thank you for 100 subscribers. I could have done it without all of you. And here's hoping to 100 more, and then some. With that out of the way, let's talk about the main point in this video. Don't forget though, if you like content like this, subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, so forth. So now, without further ado, let's get started. This past January, a whole new batch of content has entered the public domain in the United States. Now, as a reminder, this does apply to the United States. Each country, of course, is different. In the case of the US, it's anything, as of now, 95 years old, prior to January of this year. However, there are some things that have been in the public domain for decades due to unrenewed copyrights, which I'll get to those shortly. As for music, bear in mind this applies to either songs that were recorded 100 years ago, aka in this case 1925, or written back in 1930. So just keep that in mind when I talk about some of the selections we got here. First, the recordings of 1925. They include Marion Harris, Tea for Two, St. Louis Blues by Bessie Smith, Even Know Susie Like I Know Susie by Eddie Cantor, Gene Austin's Yes Sir, That's My Baby, and many more. All these songs are on YouTube, and technically you can download them without any consequences. Hopefully, anyway. As for songs that were written in 1930, and bear in mind, these are only written songs, not the recordings. They include Get Happy, the original Merrie Melodies theme, Georgia on My Mind, Body and Soul, Happy Feet, I Got Rhythm, I Love You So Much, Lady Play Your Mandolin, Living in the Sunlight, Living in the Moonlight, which is perhaps best known today for his SpongeBob appearance, Love for Sale, Would You Like to Take a Walk, and You're Driving Me Crazy, among dozens of other songs that have also lapsed into the public domain as they were written. Now for books, bear in mind these only applies to the first editions of these books. Anything that was reprinted later, those are still under copyright. But among those includes the original full version of The Maltese Falcon, The Murder at the Vicarage, and forgive me if I mispronounced it, The Legend That Could, the first Nancy Drew book, The Secret of the Old Clock, and the first batch of the Dick and Jane books. Among the films in 1930 that are not in the public domain includes Anna Christie, which was the silent debut of Greta Garbo, All Quiet on the Western Front, Animal Crackers, The Dawn Patrol, The King of Jazz, Soup to Nuts, several Mickey Mouse shorts, including The Chain Gang and The Picnic, which the latter marked the debut, Chain Gang marked the debut of Pluto, and The Picnic will mark the first time that the dog appeared as an ally rather than a foe. Although in The Picnic, he was Minnie's dog, and he was called Rover, meaning Pluto won't get its name and familiar identity as Mickey's dog until next year. So you can't quite call the character Pluto yet. And bear in mind, yet is the key word. Same thing with Betty Boop, who also joins the public domain this year, including her debut short, Dizzy Dishes, Barnacle Bill, and Mysterious Moles, plus Accordion Joe, along with the other talk cartoons from 1930, which also includes Hot Dog, the debut short for co-star Bimbo. Now, unlike Betty, Bimbo was given his name in his debut short, and you can use that name. But for Betty, yeah, probably a safe bet to use the Nancy Lee name from Barcode Bill, at least for now. Along with the first Flip the Frog short, Fiddlesticks, which also was the first animated short in color. Now, some of the things that have been in the public domain for decades does include the original batch of Looney Tunes shorts. You see, those fell in the public domain way back in 1959, along with Posco. But just in case the character didn't fall in the public domain, he is now, even if the copyright for the character was renewed. But the shorts, those have been in public domain for decades. And the same thing can be said for the Merrie Melodies shorts of next year. In fact, we won't get to 2032 in regards to those shorts. And that's because all the Looney Tunes up to Ryan Bosco and all the Merrie Melodies up to One Step Ahead of My Shadow, respectively, fell into the public domain decades ago. Meaning that for all intents and purposes, you can upload all those shorts on YouTube without any consequences. Now for next year, we're going to have an interesting batch, especially in the horror department. Particularly the Universal monsters will fall in the public domain come this January. In addition to that, we also got the first named shorts for both Pluto and Betty as well. But remember, the Looney Tunes won't be added until 32. So just keep that in mind. But before I go, I do want to once again thank my 100 subscribers. And here's hoping to many more to come. Until then, I'll see all of you next time. Bye for now, folks.